What up, guys? That Comic Awesome here, doing another Awesome Thoughts. Today I want to talk about ComicsGate and the Move the Needle movement, and why I think there's a decent distinction between the two. First, as I'm sure many of you watch/listening to this know, there has been a rift in the comics community, where you have SJWs on one side wanting their creative freedom to be a-holes to people, while injecting their personal politics into comics. And then you have the other side, which are what I will say normal people who just want good comics. And that's where I think a little bit of the difference between ComicsGate and Move the Needle is. ComicsGate, at least in my opinion, is you want good comic stories, but also you almost have to slap the wrist of the SJW that is producing bad comics. You have to kind of chastise them, which leads to Twitter drama, and usually block bots and stuff like that. And for me personally, I don't believe in that. I ran with the Twitter drama for a little bit, and I don't know about anybody else. I'm kind of over it. And this is where an important difference, again, this is my opinion, of what Move the Needle is or should be. Move the Needle, I don't think it matters who's writing this story. I don't care if it's some, left-wing, whatever. As long as the story is good and doesn't have political pushes in it. And I'm talking about political pushes either way. A comic book should be fun, interesting, engaging, entertaining. I shouldn't be talked down to in any book that I read. That's not what the reader wants, and that's what causes poor sales. And I think after 3 or 4 years of reading a comic and being told that if you believe a certain thing or you act a certain way, you're essentially a Nazi, then that wears on the readers. Again, personally, if you write a good book, I don't care if you voted for Hillary, I don't care if you voted for Trump. If the book is good, I'm gonna buy the book. And I'm not gonna not buy the book because of one person. Mainly, also because if we stop buying books because of what one of the contributors, and it's mainly, either the writer or like the artist or the colorist. If we stop buying the books because of what one of those people said or how they acted on social media, you're hurting not only the other people who may have the same views as you but may not be vocal. Again, this is a far left-leaning industry, so a lot of times creators and professionals have to limit, if they believe anything slightly right of far left, they're criticized and blacklisted within their community. So they have to kind of keep their thoughts on the down low. And so when you're when we're sitting here and we're preventing those people from getting work and stuff like that, it's only hurting the industry as a whole. Now, you're probably saying, well, if I'm buying the books of people who act like a-holes to customers, how will they learn not to be a-holes to customers? That's not what this is about. This is not about, this comics pro used a block bot, or, this person hates diversity in comics and is spreading propaganda. It's about the comic books. I mean, we need to, at least I really hope we make that distinction. If they block people, guess what? They're only blocking people from really experiencing them. I know if I was reading a book and I loved a book and I was truly engaged, and I followed the writer on Twitter, and usually I liked the content that they were posting, and then all of a sudden one day I was blocked because I followed somebody else, I'd be disheartened. But I'm not going to stop. I'm not going to stop reading the book, because the book is good. Look, if that creator wants to be, a child about things, and if they want to be a baby about things and use block bots and stuff like that, which it is a very childish, immature thing to do, let them. But don't let that stop you from reading good comic books. But anyway, that's my 2 cents on the whole thing. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you next time.